We were talking about slope in writing and graphing linear functions, and we want to be able to solve for the slope of a line that is parallel to the given line. So in this case, we still want to get the equation in the form y equals mx plus b, and then we're still looking for the coefficient that is in front of the x. So in this case, remember, when we're looking for the slope of the line that is parallel, we want the same slope. So we're looking for m. We're looking for the m of this equation. So we need to get y by itself. So we're still going to use GEMDES. We're still going to use GEMDES, and we're going to start with addition and subtraction and work our way to groups. So here we have a positive 7x. So in order to get rid of a positive 7x, we have to subtract 7x. And then we get y is equal to our positive 7 and negative 7 cancel. And then we have a negative 2 minus 7x, so we get negative 7x minus 2. So in this case, our given slope is negative 7, because we're looking for the coefficient in front of the x. So slope is equal to m, which is equal to negative 7 for this one. So that would be the parallel slope to that line. And we can do the same thing, still working with GEMDES. Starting with addition and subtraction and working to groups. So the first thing we have is addition and subtraction, trying to get the y by itself. So we have an understood positive 2x, so we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. Positive 2x, negative 2x cancel, we're left with 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. And then we are going to, we see that we have multiplication here, so inverse of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 3. And our 3's cancel, and we're left with y is equal to negative 2 over 3x. 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3, so say plus 3. And in this case, our slope that's parallel is going to be slope is equal to m, and parallel means the same, so our slope that we're looking for is still negative 2 over 3. Now, if we're looking for solve for the slope of a line that is perpendicular to the given line, now we got to come up with we got to remember what perpendicular means. So perpendicular, remember that's the swear word, so that means flip and change. I guess not the swear word, but the bad word. So we still want to be in y equals mx plus b. We're looking for the m, but after we find the m, then we have to flip and change it because we want to have it to be perpendicular. So we're still going to use GEMDES. We still want to get GEMDES to use that to get y by itself. And we're going to start with addition and subtraction. We have a positive 3x, so we will subtract 3x from both sides. And our 3x and negative 3x cancel. And we're left with y equals negative 3x plus 1. So perpendicular means flip and change, and we want the coefficient in front of the m. So we know that it's negative 3. So we can understand that another way we can write -3, that is equal to -3 over an understood 1. Because if we divide anything by 1, it's still itself. So we understand that there's a 1 underneath the -3. So flipping, so we want to flip it. So if we want to find the perpendicular, so we're going to flip in. So flipping means 1/3. And then change means we change the sign. So it was negative, now it becomes positive. So the slope for this one so the slope is equal to m. The slope that we're looking for is positive 1/3. Because we calculated the slope of this line was -3. So now we want to flip, that becomes 1/3, and change, that becomes positive. And we look at another example, and we want to do the same thing. We want to use GEMDES again. And we're starting with addition and subtraction and working our way to groups. So here we have a positive 1x. So we have to subtract x from both sides. Our x and negative x cancel, so we're left with 5y is equal to negative x minus 5. Now we have multiplication, so the inverse of multiplication is division. So we divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5. And then our 5's cancel. And we're left with y equals negative 1/5 x. 5 divided by 5 is 1 minus 1. So now we're looking at our slope that we have. And our slope in this case is negative 1/5. And we want to come up with a perpendicular slope. So first thing we want to do, perpendicular is the bad word, so we want to flip. Flipping. So how do we flip this? Instead of 1/5, that becomes 5/1. So that's flipping. And then change. We want to go from negative to positive. So then our slope in this case, slope is equal to m, which is equal to 5. Positive 5/1 is just 5.